It is your hosts, Sydney and Allie, and we have a super, 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 super special guest today. I swear to God, she's going to be the next Greta Gerwig. She's the most talented little filmmaker I've ever met. Miss Angelina Velis is here.
Hi everyone. Thanks for having me, girl.
But Angelina actually requested this episode, and we both were it's like, yes, absolutely, but we can't do it without Angelina. So we're going to be talking about Timothée Chalamet hosting SNL for the third time, and then we're going to get into the Oscars. But yeah, okay. Angelina, do you want to start with how you and Timmy are like besties?
Well, I but to those who don't know, I was lucky enough to meet Timothy in December at a screening of A Complete Unknown, and the casting crew did like a Q&A afterwards, and then he was taking some pictures with people afterwards, and I met him very briefly, so that was very cool because he's one of my favorite actors ever. But yeah.
No, that was like amazing because I think I like had woken up kind of I had been asleep and then I like woke up and was just checking my phone and that's when I woke up and I thought I had dreamed it for a second. Then I was like, wait, that was
No,
Timothy.
literally, like no one was awake. Like by the time I
Yeah.
got home, because the time difference, like everyone's all over the place, and I was like, I
Yeah.
have no one to talk about this with.
No, but anyway, Timothée Chalamet just hosted SNL. You had just seen him for A Complete Unknown. And what was super interesting about this round of hosting is he was also the musical guest. I had no idea what to expect with that. I assumed it would probably be Bob Dylan, but part of me was holding out hope that it was going to be like his Nicki Minaj cover. Or at least they did like a parody of it, like in the monologue or something. But yeah, what do you guys think of the musical performances?
Literally, I thought they were so amazing. I thought he did a great job, and I feel like he surprised me with how like thoughtful each of the songs were. Like I kind of expected, obviously, like a Rolling Stones to be like one of them, just because like that's like the most known. But like I like that he was more like, no, like these, I'm gonna play like my favorite Bob Dylan songs, like kind of get away from like the mainstream stuff. And so I thought that was really cool, and I just thought overall he like sounded great. Um. And I'm like, wait, Timothy, like, are you launching your like musical career? Like,
Literally, it's like
so
I'd go see him.
yes.
Right? Like I appreciated how, especially like in the first set that he did, it wasn't like conventional like singing really. Like he knows what he can do, and he wasn't like trying to do too much.
Yeah.
And I appreciated that, and I think also like the songs worked with that too, because that wasn't like a conventional song really. It's kind of more like storytelling, I guess, like talking it out a little bit. And I thought that was great. And then I felt like the second set was more like Bob Dylan voice, you know?
No, I was also impressed that he kind of snuck three songs in there too, because I think his first go around with the music, he did a medley of, I have it written down. It was Outlaw Blues and Three Angels. And it was just, I like also like how it was, he wasn't trying to like belt out the songs. It was very reminiscent of his Bob Dylan work. And it had its own touch to it though. Like I really didn't know what to expect. Like if he was gonna walk out in the Bob Dylan fit, like maybe with his hair looking a little bit more like Bob Dylan or what. I liked that he had his own look. It was the stage was set to his aesthetic that he wanted. And yeah, it was basically like Timothée Chalamet doing Bob Dylan covers, which I liked. Yeah. Okay, do we have Oh yeah, we should probably talk about Lin-Manuel Miranda because I was texting Angelina during the show and we both were like, is that Lin?
That was kind of crazy, a little random, but I think the cold open was one of the strongest cold opens of the season so far. I think it was just really clever. It was simple, which I think for them, the cold opens always work really well whenever they are very simplistic. And it was just like James Austin Johnson is just like such a good Trump. Like he just like truly like he's just in that role now, I feel
Yeah.
like. And he just knows how to kind of use his like mannerisms, like kind of just whenever he does tell a joke, like it kind of takes you a second to like hit you because I think like he just kind of drops it so Trump like that you're like, wait, what? and then you realize like before you're like, oh wait, that's like hilarious. And so I feel like that was like very much the vibe of this cold open specifically. And I feel like Lin-Manuel kind of added to that because it was just very much like, wait, why is Lin here? But this is also like hilarious. Like what's going on?
It
So
was so funny. I
exactly.
also was just like, I was thinking the whole time, I guess most of it, what he's wearing is like a mask or a prosthetic. Like, I have no idea because it doesn't look too much like James Austin Johnson to where I was just so impressed with the makeup team, like making that. And then there were times I was not, like, I was forgetting too that it wasn't actually like Donald Trump was up there. Like, the impression's like spot on.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly, that was my favorites from this episode was the opener. Um, and I love Lin-Manuel Miranda like always, and so I was like, this episode is my episode. I'm claiming it. After that. But I just thought it was funny that like he even like went in like as Hamilton, like no one
Literally.
else like he was like, yeah, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
revive this role for a second.
And
Literally.
they hid him so well. Like he
Yeah.
was kind of behind, I think, Andrew Dismukes and somebody else the whole like first 2 minutes of the sketch, and then he just showed up and had been on stage the whole time. And I was like, how did I miss you? Like, but yeah, it was a great cold open for sure. I also really liked the monologue going into Timothy being a 4 year in a row award loser. I just love when they're humble like that.
Same, honestly. Like, and I thought it was so funny how they were showing like him losing in the past, and then just progressively, like he had like the most straight face. He was so mad, which obviously like wasn't how he actually looked when he lost, but it was so funny.
That's hilarious. And I love that Keenan Thompson was like a part of it. I thought they were like playing off each other really well, which is funny.
Mhm.
No, I feel like sometimes with certain hosts, I feel like there's like a cast member they really latch on to that's in a ton of sketches with them. And Keenan Thompson was in so many with Timothy. And like I kind of love that duo. Like I want to see more of it.
So,
Um, what did you guys think of the bungee sketch? I was
Oh,
laughing at.
I, that was like the perfect first sketch of the night. Like that was just the perfect way to kick off the episode. Like of all the sketches, the bungee one was definitely my favorite.
Oh yeah, it's up there.
I would agree that was my favorite of the night. It was just he was like really just feeling himself, and I feel like it's this whole episode just like getting into each character, and it's just been very fitting of how his whole like press tour has been this season.
No, the press tour's been wild. Like he's just been like so unhinged. I I think I remember texting Angelina saying like, why is that hair making him look like Kylie? Like he was giving Kylie Jenner to me. But all the different poses, some of them were wild. Like when he went Jimmy Carter, I was like,
Yeah, he's been getting some backlash for that, and I'm like,
really? Oh my God. I had no idea. No, but it was I laughed.
say
Yeah, but
it.
yeah, I mean that one.
Because like everyone like Class Pass is just such the thing right now. And like Soul Cycle is back, like full steam ahead. Like I just like right now it was just like and like everyone's talking about Pilates. Like it was just so like in the moment. I was like
Yeah,
so smart. But so simple too. Like the idea was just so like there's not a lot going on with it, but like it worked because of that.
no,
Mhm.
literally. Also, Michael Longfellow, I feel like was in so many sketches this week, and he was like the boyfriend in that one. And oh my God, he was cracking me up. Like I wish he was in more stuff.
Yeah.
Page office and I saw someone that wrote Michael Longfellow question mark. I don't know what that was in reference to, but like I was like, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly. Also, one that was just so random. I never thought I'd see Timothy doing an impression of Chris Rock stand up, basically, was the new barista training. That one had so much going on in like a good way. Like I liked how Heidi Gardner and I think it was Mikey Day, they just like hated anything the girl, I think her name was Ashley Padilla, like had to say. That was
Yeah.
actually my favorite part of the sketch.
That was hilarious.
And you could like literally see him like low-key just like cracking up like whenever you'd stand up and like do it, and he was just so intense about it. It's like I was like, what's going on? But it was so funny. Like I was laughing.
No, literally. I was just like, what's happening at this point? Um, and okay, the one that really threw me for a loop was AI software. I feel like I maybe am going crazy because I didn't notice that he had more than five fingers on for like
I
the
didn't
past
either.
couple times. Yeah. No, like it wasn't computing in my brain at all. But they were giving like Tim and Moby. Do you guys remember that?
Yes,
I don't know if they meant to give that, but that's what it was giving to me.
that's a great reference.
Thank you. I'd love to be in the writer's room and if they were maybe like, have you ever seen Tim and Moby? Because I have a great idea.
Gotta pitch it.
And then there were a couple without him. Medcast, which was the podcast for men at doctor's office. Loki, I think it would convince a lot of the guys I know in my life to go to the doctor more.
Definitely, yeah. Like I thought that was a really funny sketch.
It was like a sad truth. And I was like, you know what, I feel like this would work. And then edible arrangements was disturbing, but funny.
So shocked.
I couldn't believe that one. But like I thought it was clever.
Not expecting them to like go that far. Like I was
No,
like, whoa. Like I did not know y'all were allowed to do this, but I'm like living for this.
When I was thinking of you, Allie, you were watching it with your dad, and I was like,
yes, we
I'm
were
glad
both
I'm alone
like,
right now.
what is happening? That was one of those moments where I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna go on my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, that one was still funny. Like, I mean, I wonder how Edible Arrangements feels about it.
Yeah.
What their PR team's doing. Um, Okay, and then another one that he did was the dog one. I thought that was pretty funny because like I was just seeing like all the different dogs that we own or like my dogs like emulated through them, you know? Like,
Right,
I know
right.
you have Hugh right now. Like maybe that was a little like insight into Hugh's mind.
Oh, absolutely. I was definitely thinking of my own dog, but I feel like that was maybe like one of the sketches that was lower on my list for that
Yeah,
night.
I
That
agree.
I just felt like it wasn't like super unique, like kind of thing, but I did think like there was some funny parts to it for sure.
No, definitely. I I feel like it was like there were elements that were there, but if I had like given it like another week, maybe it would have
Right.
really funny jokes.
Yeah.
Um, okay, I have the humor of a 12-year-old boy. I was crying laughing during the grandma's birthday party one. Like my dad just kept rewinding it and we were both like tears streaming down our face. I think it just the shock of it really caught us off guard because I had no clue where that sketch was going. But that and the bungee one were like my top ones of the night just because they were so goofy.
Yeah. I also died laughing at that one. And then just also Kanan at the end of that where he was like, just like literally just let me die.
Also, I it was being posted everywhere, like on their TikTok and on their Instagram, and all the comments that I was reading was like, I feel like Sarah Sherman wrote this sketch and she was the first to volunteer like to be the grandma and stuff, which is just so funny to me if that is true. But yeah, that one was wild. I feel like that one I'll remember like a year from now and we'll still pull up and laugh at. Um But okay, and then we saw an animated short too. What did
Yeah.
we think of that? I feel like that's pretty rare.
Right? Does anybody know like if they've done a lot of those in the past?
Not a lot. I definitely know they've done like a few, but like not many of them, that's for sure.
Okay,
I
I
think
thought
they
it was pretty cool.
like wait, did they even do an anime one? I think so.
Wait,
Okay,
where?
they have done it. I was like, wait, am I lying? Like, have they not? They have, they have.
Well, I remember they've done like claymation. I remember those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, this one I thought was cool. I was wondering if like I watched the SNL documentary, like the episode where they like, prepare the sketches over a week, and I'm
Yeah.
just really impressed if they animated this within a week. I don't know if it was pre-animated and they were just waiting for the right host to use it on, but like if this was done in a week, that's crazy. Like
Yeah.
it was actually like kind of pretty. Like
Oh,
the
okay.
illustrations. Yeah.
I
But
thought it was pretty funny too. I mean, I
no,
was
No, literally, I was like, it's kind of like Timothy Chalamet's God was given like frat boy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel
but
like I would have loved to see him in a Please Don't Destroy.
right? Where was that? I would
Right?
love to see that. He's done them in the past. They did the one last time where he was like on the ledge and they were like convincing him
That's
not to jump.
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I can't remember. Please Don't Destroy might not have been around yet the first time he hosted. I honestly don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Yeah. I was looking up because for some reason I thought he had hosted like 3 consecutive years. I don't think that's true. It was last year and this year, and there was like a couple years break. But
Yeah.
been he's been around a lot. Like he's gonna be in the Five Timers Club pretty
Yeah, that's crazy. So young
soon.
still.
No, literally. But yeah, do you guys have any more lingering thoughts about Timmy or anything you guys like to say? Floor is open.
I gotta say, I really did love Ego and Nawanim's weekend update when she was doing Giselle, a concerned businesswoman.
Yes.
I just like how she was like kind of like teeing it up to say like one thing, but then she just went like the complete opposite direction. And I just thought like all her lines were just so funny. I was like laughing the whole time. And I thought that one was really well done, like for the weekend update character. I wasn't the biggest fan of Andrew Dimsmukas's puppet dad.
Yeah.
The fact that it's 5 minutes long is a little insane for what a
5 minutes.
simple joke it was. Like it was, yeah, it's like literally 5 minutes long, like a weekend update character. And I'm like, okay, wait. The whole joke is that like the puppet's your dad and like he's gonna act like a dad. Like I would have had more Giselle. Like Giselle was like hilarious. So
No.
like, but I think they both still did really well. So yeah.
I yeah. Angelina, do you want to go?
I agree with that, Sydney, for sure, all those points. Also, I feel like out of the three times that Timothy's hosted, this was probably my least favorite episode of his.
Okay, I was expecting Tiny Horse Part 3,
Yeah.
right? Like I guess like
It was
part
round table number 3.
yes. Like I
Um,
feel like he's got such like established sketches to where I just had like I was hoping for at least one of them to make a comeback again. But honestly, where could they go with Tiny Horse 3? Because last time he had become like a like Thanos type, like trying to destroy
Horse.
the
This is my average horse. Put him in, try to get down on there.
Also, Adam Sandler being the one who introduced him was crazy.
That was a pleasant surprise, and I was kind of thinking about him at the Golden Globes and how he was saying Timothy Chalamet. I was like, that's perfect.
I completely forgot about that. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Yeah, the Chalamet or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
May.
No, but overall, I think my top sketches of the night were the grandma one and then the bungee one. And then, yeah. Other than that, I think like his second round hosting was the one that had me laughing maybe the most because I had like the Troye Sivan,
Yeah,
Tiny Horse, Rap Roundtable Part 2. There were more. I mean, I'm drawing a blank right now, but
no, I
That
definitely have
was
to go with
fun.
his second time as my favorite as well. But his first time was also so good. But the second time, like that Boy Genius sketch, I will just like never get over it.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was a crazy lineup too. Yeah.
Yeah. That was my favorite too.
No, for real. Okay, do we have any more thoughts before jumping into the Oscars? I know you had notes, Angelina, so the floor is yours if you
We hit my notes, don't worry.
Oh, good. Okay, I'm glad. Okay, well, let me pull up like an Oscars list because honestly, I can't remember. We have Oscar nominations. Was there any? There were some snubs, I heard. Last Showgirl didn't get any award praise, which I was upset with. I thought it was really good and just beautifully shot.
Yeah.
But um something else got snubbed. I can't remember what it is.
Challengers.
Yes,
Yeah.
challenge. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Also, John Chu for directing.
Yes.
Uh,
So what is going on with the big blockbuster films past 2 years? The directors have been getting snubbed.
yeah, very true.
Yeah.
Then
I
got one for Dune either.
really
Yeah, right.
I actually was very like pleasantly surprised with how many Wicked got. Because I feel like the Barbie thing of last year made me like so cynical towards it.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I do like think that they have a chance because it was just so well received. So I don't know.
I could see it getting a win, but like I don't have too much hope, only in the fact that like it's hard because it's gonna be like Wicked Part 1 and then
Yeah.
Wicked Good. And it's like almost like I feel like people are kind of waiting to see like what happens in the next one. Like it's
Yeah.
almost like you can't like judge this one before the next one. So I don't know. I feel like
No,
that might
makes
hurt
sense.
it in the award circuit. It's just that there is a part 2 and I think people are holding their breath to kind of see what comes next.
Yeah. No, I think maybe Ariana Grande could win.
Mhm.
Cynthia Erivo, I think would win for good because I feel like Glinda's story is so much part one and then Alphaba's story is so much part two to where like that's kind of where I could see. But I needed Cynthia Erivo to win because she's one award away from the
I
EGOT. Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for a Cynthia win.
Hmm.
I know this is going to be controversial for both of y'all, but it was not my
Yeah.
favorite. And also like I haven't seen like the original musical.
Yeah.
There was just like some elements that I didn't love. I thought it was a great movie. Like I was
Yeah.
very entertained, but just some certain things. But I thought the everyone actually, all the actors were fabulous.
Yeah.
So I think like in that department, like I'm really rooting for it there. But I
Yeah.
think in terms of supporting actress, as great as I thought Ariana was,
Hmm.
I'm more so rooting for Monica Barbero and
Yeah.
you know, and she was
She
fabulous.
was
And I
so good.
don't think she'll get it because she's so like new and fresh, but I thought she was incredible.
She was so good. And it was driving me crazy when I saw it where I knew her from. And she was the female fighter pilot in Top Gun Maverick, which I realized. But no, she was kind of the best part of A Complete Unknown to me. Like,
She was
okay.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I thought I was almost like, wow, this needs to be a cinematic universe. And we go into her story. Like next.
It
'Cause
pulled me in like so much. I was like, I don't even know who Joan is, but like she
yeah.
like so much. I was like, wait.
Yeah.
Do we think Timothy will get the win?
I at first I was gonna say I don't think so, and I feel like Adrian Brody will win, but now there's the stuff about the Brutalist coming out with
AI.
AI,
Yeah.
and I don't know how they're gonna go about that. So
Yeah.
we'll see. But initially I would say no, even though I think that he did do a great job. I think Adrian Brody's role was just like more dynamic. There's like a lot more pieces and stuff to the Brutalist that
Yeah.
would award him Best Picture. I mean, not Best Picture, Best
Yeah.
Actor.
Yeah.
Amelia Perez, I think, is leading the night with the most nominations. I think I
Yeah.
saw like a graph that said they have 13, Wicked has 9 or 10.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Nosferatu actually came out with a lot. I think theirs is like 6 or 7.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, which is crazy. But do you guys think there will be like a sweep like of the Brutalist or I'm f forgetting his name, Amelia Perez, because they were kind of sweeping at the Golden Globes.
mhm.
Amelia Perez sweeping for sure. I'm really hoping that Nora like pulls some. Like I could see her winning Best Actress. I could see like it being like Best Screenplay or something like that. Like I could see that. So I'm like, hoping, but I don't think they'll sweep.
Yeah.
One thing that's interesting on the list that I think will pull a few too is Conclave.
Yeah. No, I could see that for sure. I'm still shocked that Challengers didn't even get like best score.
Right? Because it was like swept up like at every festival for Best Score. And
Literally.
Won the Golden Globe.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it doesn't make sense. Like,
Um,
I don't know. Maybe, I mean, it wouldn't even make sense like it didn't meet a deadline or something. Because like it came out a year or it came out a long time ago, I feel. Like last spring.
yeah.
So yeah, I feel like it would have had to meet the deadlines.
Mhm.
But let's see. I'm trying to go through everything. I definitely think oh, for makeup and hairstyling, it's a crazy, okay, it's a different man. The Sebastian Stan film, Amelia Perez, Nosferatu, The Substance, and Wicked. I feel like The Substance would have to take that one home.
I'm hoping like
Yeah.
the easiest thing I've ever seen. It was awesome. And
Yeah.
I fear that they won't win that much, but I'm like, y'all gotta win makeup, please.
Yay. No,
Right.
literally. I haven't seen it yet just because from what I've heard, I can't do any gore or like stuff like that to where like I would actually maybe throw up. But
Yeah, that's not the
uh,
movie for you then.
yeah, we won't watch it. I'll just like go watch letterbox reviews. But um, I am I think Demi Moore did get a Academy Award nomination. I'm trying to find it.
You got it for Best Actress, I
Yeah,
believe.
okay, yeah, I think she did. And
Yeah.
then yeah, which until her Golden Globes speech, I guess I didn't know much about her. I didn't know she was kind of typecast, like she was talking about into the whole, she said like a popcorn actress or something, like she's only ever going to do the big blockbuster things. So I've been enjoying like seeing her get her flowers and stuff this award season.
I agree. I think she's so talented and like I don't haven't seen that many of her movies in the past, so I also really wasn't aware of like her like background too
Yeah.
much, but I thought she killed it in The Substance. Like just that whole movie, like so many elements, like I was blown away.
No, that's what makes it so intriguing for me to want to watch, but then I'm like, I know I will be scared out of my mind. But
It is a lot. It is very scary, for sure.
no,
If you ever do watch it, I would recommend like watching it with a group of friends
cool.
because it's more fun that way.
Yeah, noted. Um, she had a great speech though at the Golden Globes to where I'm really pulling for her or Cynthia to get the actress in a leading role. Really, like that'd be amazing. And then Jeremy Strong and Kieran Culkin are up against each other for actor in a supporting role.
I
And
think Kim will win.
oh, me too. Angelina and I just have like such like long lore about Jeremy Strong being like one of the funniest human beings to us
Funny.
just for existing. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know, there's something with like a clip we saw of him to where when he showed up to the Golden Globes in his little bucket hat moment and he looked so pissed when he didn't win. Like, I'm scared to watch the Oscars, him against his like, his brother or whatever.
I am the eldest son.
He's just such a character, but I love it.
No.
He's like serious, but not. It's
Yeah.
like you can't read him.
No, you never know his next move, and I think that's what's so entertaining about him. But I love Kiernan's acceptance speeches. Like that's half the reason I root for him, to be honest.
They're awesome.
No, they're so good. Let's see, what else do we have? Okay, we talked about Monica. Um, okay, adapted screenplay. That has Sing Sing, Nickel Boys, Amelia Perez, Conclave, and A Complete Unknown. I honestly don't know what would take it.
I don't know either because I've only from that section I've only seen A Complete Unknown.
Yeah,
So I can't speak for the other ones.
no, literally. I don't know what to expect because like Amelia Perez swept, and I keep hearing like this might be Netflix's first like solid shot at the Academy Award and stuff.
Yeah. Have y'all seen it?
I haven't yet.
Mm.
No, I need to.
I've heard mixed reviews.
Scared.
Like I can't get a good read on it.
Right.
Yeah, I know that it's like very controversial for a lot of different reasons,
Okay.
and people are not happy with all of the praise that it's been
Yeah.
getting, but I'm not completely sure about that.
No, same. And then we also have, oh, I meant to mention Margaret Qualley kind of got snubbed for The Substance.
Uh,
Yeah, because she was nominated for the Golden Globe, I think. Wallace and Gromit is nominated for Best Animated Feature Film. I did not know that. I'm actually terrified of those movies. I hate claymation.
That's funny.
If I can't handle Wallace and Gromit, I shouldn't watch The Substance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Inside Out 2 is I really hope that takes it actually. Um,
or
let's
I
see.
love
Okay.
the Wild Robot.
Oh, wait, yeah. I forgot.
Which
Okay,
one?
The Wild Robot.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
There's some good ones.
Okay, what do you guys think will take home best film? The big one.
I have no idea.
I
Like
literally can't
it's
get a good
the
read on this
most like
award season.
excited I think I've ever like been about it.
Yeah.
No, same. I need to watch a lot of them. I've been wanting to watch Anora. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah.
I've said I won't watch the substance. Conclave I need to watch. And then yeah, I guess the only ones I've seen are Wicked and A Complete Unknown, if I really think about it. And then the animated films.
Right. I
Yeah.
think for Best Picture right now, I'm thinking potentially The Brutalist, but
Oh,
I think like it's really up to it could go to anyone. I mean, there's a lot of great films in the category this year.
yeah. With the AI thing, I do wonder if there's going to be a big shakeup. What was AI generated? Did they say?
The actors' voices, to make the I can't remember what accent it was, but
Okay.
to make it stronger.
Oh,
And
okay.
I did like a Hungarian accent and like
Yes.
they
Yeah.
kept it strong enough so they like enhanced it.
Yeah.
Mm,
So I guess at what point does that really affect the acting like
yeah,
categories, you know?
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. But
The
yeah.
director like came out and said, and he was like, "Well, I still believe that their performances like were fully their own."
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah, and so it coming out so close to the Oscars, I really don't know what to expect. But I think Conan O'Brien's the host this year, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that I think will be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really hope he does well. This is like the first time in a while that it won't be Jimmy Kimmel, right? Or
Huh.
yeah. But yeah, I think I'm most excited, of course, for the show, but I live for the red carpet coverage and the dresses. Even though Challengers wasn't nominated, I really hope we get a Zendaya moment.
Those
Something with her ring. Yeah.
yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but okay, any more final predictions before we close out maybe?
No.
Not from me.
Okay. Well, okay, Angelina, this was so fun having you. This
Thanks so much for having me. This was a blast.
No, literally anytime you'll have to come back and we can do like an Oscars recap. Have they even,
Absolutely.
yeah, when is the Oscars? It got pushed, right?
Third, March
March
3rd.
3rd. Okay, we'll mark it in our calendars. But
Absolutely.
yes, literally, I'm gonna try and watch Anora before then. So I at least know that one. But I think that's it. So bye guys. But
Everyone.